All right, so you found some info on this group, Industrial Dynamic, and honestly, it seems pretty interesting. Not gonna lie, kind of reminds me of those business directories, But this seems way cooler, especially if you're in like West Sweden and the industrial sector. Industrial Dynamics, the name itself is kind of neat, right?
Yeah, it really captures the vibe, doesn't it? And what's really cool is they're all about giving smaller industrial businesses, like the medium-sized ones, a little boost. And get this, it's all free. Imagine experts in your corner tackling those tough problems, helping you grow, and you don't have to pay a thing.
Okay, so free help, I'm already sold. But let's break this down a bit. They offer a ton of services, right? We're talking technical development, finding international partners, the whole shebang. So how does this actually work in the real world?
Well, see, Industrial Dynamic, they get it. They understand that smaller companies often face these unique challenges. Maybe it's keeping up with tech, which changes every 5 minutes these days, or maybe they just don't have the resources to expand, go international. That's where Industrial Dynamic steps in. They connect businesses with the exact expertise they need to tackle those specific issues. Really tailored support.
Gotcha. So it's not like generic advice. It's more like, here's a solution just for you.
Makes sense, but gotta say, the thing that really caught my eye was the success stories, the go-to examples, right? They actually show you how they've helped businesses achieve some pretty amazing results. Not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. Totally. Those case studies are where it gets real. There's this one company working on battery safety, super relevant, right? And, well, Industrial Dynamic helped them navigate all those crazy battery safety regulations and testing, making sure their products are top-notch. That kind of support can make or break a smaller company, especially when you're trying to compete globally.
Yeah, no kidding. That's huge in today's world. And then there's that story about the company expanding to Denmark. I mean, breaking into a new market like that, that's a whole other beast, right? The cultural differences, the regulations, it can be super overwhelming, especially for a small team.
Exactly. And that's where Industrial Dynamics Network really shines. They've got connections with experts who live and breathe international expansion. They help you navigate the legal stuff, the regulations, connect you with the right people. They even help you understand the culture, the little things that can make a big difference. It's like having a one-stop shop for going global.
It's like having a guide in a maze, showing you the shortcuts and warning you about the dead ends.
Yeah.
And, okay, I love that they highlight stories like small effort, big help. It shows that you don't need to be some massive corporation to benefit from what they offer. Sometimes it's those small changes that have the biggest impact, right?
Absolutely. And that's what's so great about their approach. They meet you where you're at, whether you're just starting out or looking to expand. They get that every business has its own unique potential, and they're all about helping you unlock it.
Okay, so they're like this connector, this facilitator, right?
Yeah.
But there's got to be something that sets them apart. I mean, there are tons of business consultants out there. So what makes Industrial Dynamic different?
You're right. There's no shortage of those, is there? But what's really cool about Industrial Dynamic is their process. It's low risk, high reward. And it all starts with, get this, a free current situation analysis.
Wait, like a business checkup, but free. Where do I sign up?
Exactly. They come to you, figure out your strengths, your weaknesses, what you're really going for. It's all about understanding your specific situation, not just some generic one-size-fits-all approach.
It's like getting a custom-made suit, instead of trying to squeeze into something off the rack. Okay, but let's say the diagnosis is good, there's potential there. What happens next?
All right, so then it's on to phase 2, the free preliminary study. This is where they bring in the experts, the specialists from their network. These guys dive deep into the opportunities they've identified, analyze everything, brainstorm solutions, and guess what? Still free. They're basically taking all the risk out of exploring your options.
That's insane. It's like having a team of top-tier consultants at your fingertips, without the crazy fees. So no upfront commitment, just a chance to see what's possible. And if you decide to go for it, to actually implement the plan, what kind of support can you expect?
That's where Industrial Dynamic really goes above and beyond. They don't just give you a report and say, good luck. They're with you every step of the way. They can connect you with funding, introduce you to potential research partners. They'll even guide you through any bumps in the road. Think of it like having a Sherpa guiding you on your business journey.
Okay, I love that analogy. And speaking of guidance, their website mentions a dedicated contact person throughout the process. That seems super valuable. Having someone who really gets your business, someone you can rely on
Absolutely. It's like having a trusted advisor in your corner, someone who understands your vision and can help you navigate all the complexities of growth. They even emphasize that you can reach out to this contact person even after the project's done. They're invested in your long-term success, not just a quick fix. Now, let's talk about what they actually cover, because the scope of their expertise is pretty impressive. Under innovation and development, they've got everything from technical development and skills development to like research and innovation management. They even mention certification, which is becoming more and more important these days.
Wow, so they're covering all the bases from brainstorming new ideas to navigating all those certifications and standards. It's like they're helping you future-proof your business, making sure you're not just keeping up, but staying ahead of the game.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not just about tech innovation either. They also highlight service innovation, recognizing that service-based businesses are a big deal, even in the industrial sector. Even traditional manufacturing companies are incorporating services into what they offer now. It's all about the whole customer experience.
That's a great point. It shows that they're not stuck in the past, they're evolving with the industry. Now let's move on to the production category. This is where they get into the nitty-gritty of optimizing your operations.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Think of it like fine-tuning your production line, making it as efficient as possible.
Right. And they cover everything. Scaling up, industrialization, work organization, automation, even AI. It's all there.
Wow, they really are covering all the bases.
What I find really interesting is how much they emphasize security and responsibility in production. It's not just about making as much as possible, as fast as possible. It's about doing it the right way, ethically, sustainably, with a long-term view. It's a really holistic approach considering both profits and principles, you know.
Yeah, it's like they're saying, we want to help you grow, but we also want you to do it in a way that's good for everyone. That's really refreshing, especially these days when sustainability and ethical practices are so important.
For sure, it's not just an afterthought for them. And then, of course, there's business development and strategy. This is where they look at the bigger picture, financing, business models, market strategy, even diversity. They get that sustainable growth means taking a multifaceted approach.
It's not just about making a better product, it's about building a better business overall. And we can't forget about the suppliers and partners section. This is where they help with networking, finding the right partners, going international, all that good stuff.
Right. They're all about building connections, fostering collaboration. It's like they're playing matchmaker, connecting businesses with the resources and expertise they need to thrive.
Because at the end of the day, collaboration is key, especially in today's globalized world.
Couldn't agree more.
So, to wrap things up, it seems like industrial dynamic is a goldmine for small to medium-sized industrial businesses in West Sweden.
Absolutely. They're not just helping businesses survive, they're helping them thrive.
It's about pushing boundaries, innovating, and leading the way.
And the best part, it's all free.
Seriously, if you're in West Sweden and in the industrial sector, you got to check these guys out.
I mean, why wouldn't you? It's a no-brainer.
Couldn't agree more. Well, that's all the time we have for today's deep dive. We hope you found this information useful, and hey, maybe industrial dynamic is the missing piece you've been searching for. Until next time, keep those wheels turning.